First of all, giving all honor to God, because without Him, I'm nothing, man. To go last year the way we ended and to come back and have this second time around and to be able to do it in this fashion, to be able to win on the road in a hostile environment in a must-win situation, I thank God for the opportunity. I'm so proud of the young men and the team for following the instructions and keeping the game plan disciplined, even though they had gotten up on us in the first half, and then being able to close the game out in the end.
What was the most satisfying thing about this day?
The most satisfying thing about it is that it's always a must-win for us, and it was a very hostile environment, right? And to come in here and win, that's the most satisfying thing.
Coach, we heard you may be talking before the game how this was one of their biggest games. That kids dream of playing in this game. As a Memphis Tiger, as a Memphian, what does this game mean to you personally in the rivalry against UAB?
Yeah, first of all, just as a competitor, it's everything because you look forward to these type of games. These games are what makes players, right? You can always go back in history, even the games that I played against UAB here, and talk about the fights and the energy that goes into these games. To be able to win this for the city, for the school, is phenomenal because we knew the city knew that we needed this game, and it's just an unbelievable feeling right now.
You've talked so much this year. I mean, even more so about even getting back to the tournament, about winning, an AAC regular season title. And this doesn't exactly clinch it, but it gets you a lot closer. Are you starting to taste it now at all?
Yeah, well, the closer it gets to the end, you get more locked in and more focused. And with 5 games to go, we really started locking in. And now it's 2 games to go, and we're staying right there. We're not disrespecting anyone. We know that UTSA is very capable, and we're not taking anyone for granted. And so is South Florida. So we're staying locked in because every game for us is a must-win anyway. We have to stay locked in. We can't take anyone for granted.
Penny, all season, especially in the AAC slate, a lot's been made of, at times, your team maybe not matching the emotional energy and, the magnitude of what these games mean to the opponent. To see y'all come into this environment and, with AK's comments last night that were on the news and the players, he actually talking about it being a dream to beat y'all last season, to see your team match that emotional energy, what does that mean to you?
It means that we're a really good team because if you're not a good team, you're not going to be able to do the things that we've done on the road. When you went on the road, you know you're a good team because defense travels, right? And that's what that means. I know because of the rivalry with UAB and with Memphis, but a lot of the guys just understood what happened this year. And when the trash talk started with Yaxel and Dane, that got them motivated, and we knew we had to come in and play way harder than them to offset everything that they had going.
When you've got guys like yourself and Andre Turner, Dwight Boyd, guys who have played in these type of games against UAB when rivalry was at its peak, how do you kind of get your guys to digest the ones that aren't from Memphis, the ones that aren't from here, to understand what this means?
We'll never be able to get them to get the feeling that we have when we come into these games because they just haven't been in enough battles against UAB over the years. Plus, all the people from Memphis that have gone to UAB, it's almost like a household name in Memphis with all the players from Memphis that went here. So it's such a close friendship amongst us and the former UAB players for it to be as harsh a rivalry as it is because it was always knockdown, drag-out fights with those guys. And the guys on this year's team would never understand how deep this runs.
Just when you think Dane Danger and PJ Haggerty can't elevate, they do something like what they did today, where Dane has 17 rebounds and just is unstoppable for an entire half. And then PJ Haggerty scores, I think, 13 of his points in a 6-minute stretch when it was winning time. And he just couldn't miss, it felt like. It's March 2nd. Feels like, can you feel it? Like this is March?
I can feel it today. Today put me in the mindset of, okay, it's March. This was a March Madness. Obviously, it's in March. This is a March Madness NCAA game. That's what it was in a very hostile environment. It was a neutral site, obviously, but that the environment and the tension that was going on this game coming into the game, for those guys to perform at that level, that's what you want on the road.
Coach, all the fan support out there, the Memphis fans, they travel no matter where y'all go, but especially to this place, the Barton Arena. Talk about the fan support, what that meant to you to see all that blue in the stands tonight.
Well, they were at our hotel, and that just took me back to when we were playing. Our fans travel everywhere with us, and that gets the guys comfortable, right, because they know that they have people in the building fighting with them. And to come into the arena and hear the chants for us louder than the UAB fans, that's the energy that we needed, man. And to see that sea of blue behind us. We thank everyone that drove here to support us and be a part of this.
We got 2 more for Coach.
When Jabari McGee was hitting all those threes at the beginning of the second half, and it really seemed like he was starting to get away with you for a second with Dame being out with 4 fouls. What was kind of the switch there that allowed you guys to
The,
take over?
the switch was just staying steady. Jabari, he hit some great shots. He's capable. He finally came out of his shell. It's like he's been struggling a little bit, trying to run the show. His offensive talent came out today, and he made some shots. And I wasn't shocked because I know his abilities. But we just have to stay steady. Every time out, it was just staying steady, stay the course, get a string of stops together, and come back on the other end and score.
Dane, obviously, like you said, with the whole reacts back and forth, they came out with a fire. Did you have to kind of gauge his intensity level before the game, make sure he was calm, cool, collected? What was that like with Dane?
No, I turned him all the way up, as high as I could turn him. I turned the heat up because I knew Yaxo was going to bring it, right? I knew he was going to be so emotional behind the words in Memphis, so you had to match that energy. I had to turn Dane all the way up because Yaxo was a bad man.
What did you tell Dane to turn him all the way up?
No, I just said, hey, he's coming at you. He's coming at you from the jump ball. He's going to come the entire game. He's going to be relentless, and Dane was ready.
If someone's got a question for UTSA, you can ask it since you won't see this.
Yeah, it's a quick turnaround. I mean, you guys are going straight from here to San Antonio tonight.
Yep.
Any concern at all about the quick turnaround?
There is concern because we haven't had a day in between a game in a long time, right? Just to play the next game. At the end of the season, when you have to win all these games, UTSA has been at home resting. It's just a part of our schedule that we have to deal with. And there is small concern. Luckily, there were no injuries today, so we'll rest the guys up tomorrow, just get some shots, light work, and be ready. These guys are ready. After today's game, that group is ready.
What you can see it on their face?
You can just tell the difference in the excitement after the game. We've never had this much excitement. Even in Hawaii, it's never been this much excitement. But they knew we won a big game. We had to come into a big game and win on the road in a hostile environment, and we did so. So that breeds confidence. That gives you confidence, and I think the group just got more confident.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.